In this lecture, we will talk about how to install and customize our WordPress theme. So let's dive in. Go to Appearance, head over to Themes, click on Add New Theme. All right. Let's search for the previous theme that we were looking on, which was Astra. You can go ahead, you can see that it is available right here in the second row, but you can also search for in here in case this is not available. So we will search for Astra. It's right here. Click on Install. Once you install a theme, this means that the files and the folders of that specific theme will be downloaded onto our server or wherever the website is hosted. It can be even on your local computer. It will be downloaded to your local computer or the remote server. Once that is being downloaded, the next step is to click on Activate. It will only be functional once you click the Activate button. To see the difference on what we just did, we will go ahead and we will preview the website. This is how our new website look like. It has a total different look. Well, you may see that some of the content is gone and we no longer see the content that we had available. Well, how about we switch it back and we compare it a little bit. Let's see. We will activate 2024 again, which was the default theme. I will leave this page open and until I don't refresh it, it's not going to make any change. So let's click here. There you go. You can see that this is how my website look like whenever I activate the 2024 theme again. And this is how it look like with Astra. All right, now let's go ahead and let's change it back. I'll switch back to Astra and I will refresh this page one more time and it should look exactly as it is. Let's go to this page, refresh this one, and this should now look both of them the same. I may not like the way the font look like in here, the font color or the font size. To change that, head over to Customize, click on Customize, and this is where I will be able to change the logo, the title, the favicon, which we will look in a bit, colors, the typography, and a lot more here on the side. So let's have a look. Now, first thing first, click on Global, and that should give us the global setting, something that you would expect to see throughout the website. For example, typography. You can see that this is the Playfair display, Open Sans, well, Lato Laura, Barlow Semi, Monstrate. The one that I like the most is Monstrate. So I'll click on Monstrate. And you can see it changes that for me almost instantly. I can change to Rubik or GM Serif display. How about we change it to this one? And this was almost instant. Let's change it back to Monstrate, my favorite fonts. Next is the base font. In the base font, we have the body font and the headings font. This is most important thing because this way we can change the entire website typography based on the body or the heading font. So if I click on body, it is set to enter. I like enter, so I will keep it as it is, but you can change it from this option, from this drop down. Next up is the headings font. And you can see we have the same option for the font family, font weight, the line height, and the letter spacing. Let's go big. Now we have the heading font based on a specific HTML element like H1, H2 up until H6. HTML elements are the elements or the language behind this whole display which determine the markup and the structure of our website. Let's not talk about that. That's the computer language. All right, I will click on publish to publish the change or save the changes that we just made. Let's go to colors. And as you can see, currently this is the style selected, but I can change it to a different layout like this or like this, or even customize the display from here. I'll go to the style one because that's the one that I like, but do not worry about it. There are a lot more customization feature. As you can see, we can change the accent color from here, the links color from here. If you just click on that, you can see that you can change it from here. You can change it based on a hex value as well, RGB or even HSL, which is amazing. Let's go back. We have the surface colors. You can see that we have the site background and the content background. I will leave it as it is because I don't want to change it. Let's go back. Container, you want to make sure that you have some normal as it is right now, or a narrow, or even the full width. I will leave it as it is because most of the time on the big screen it may not look that good. So I will leave it as a normal container layout. Okay, next up is the container width. You can change this width from right from here. And also the narrow container width, you can change that from here. Next up is the buttons. So the way you want to style your buttons, right now that's how it look alike, but I can just change to a different button styling, like this. You can see that change it to the square shape. Let's go big, not a square, but a rectangle. All right, click on publish. Let's go back. Scroll to top if you want to have this feature. You may have seen this on a lot of the website. If you enable that option, you should see a button in here that should say scroll to top. If I click on that icon, it will do something like this. So that's a good feature. Let's click on publish again. We have the accessibility, and you want to make sure that your site is accessible. So if you turn that on, it will have some features where it will make your website accessible. All right, next up is the block editor and the mesh options. We don't want to deal with that because right now it will not be a good time to talk about it. All right, let's go back. We have a header builder as well. So if we click on that, we have the option to customize our header. You can see currently the logo is set to Astra. I can remove that or I can change that. Scroll down, you can see we have a tagline as well. And site tagline visibility, if you want to make it only on the desktop, on the tablet, or just on a cell phone. Next is the breadcrumb. Breadcrumbs are basically small navigation links which help you navigate between pages and also help you in SEO. Let's go back. We have the setting for blog, pages, sidebar, and we can even create our own footer for the by using the footer builder. If you now see we have only have the copyright, I click on that. Let's scroll down. You can see that we have copyright 2024 powered by Astra WordPress theme. We can just change that from here. How about we just say code with Hashim, like that. Let's click on publish. Let's go back one more time. And you see we're again back. Next is the site identity. So let's click on site identity. And here we can select an icon as well. We can also call it a favicon, something that we learned a while ago. Let's click on it. Click on upload file. Currently, we may not have any picture except this one. I don't want to go for that. Let's click on upload file. Click on select file. When we have this logo, click on open. And there you go. Let's click on select. I only want this icon to be my favicon. I don't want the text. So click on crop image. And this should set as our favicon. Let's click on publish. And you can now see in the tab that we have got this as our favicon. The next option we have is menus and widgets. But those are the topics for the next lecture. So see you then.